Hi everyone and welcome back to some more Darkest Dungeon. So, we are going to do Darkest Dungeon level 3 this time. And this is a very long run. In fact, you can see that we'll get 4 firewood in this one. And it's exhausting, not even long, it's exhausting. It's a big dungeon and on top of that you can also get teleported around. So it will take a while. In any case, our group is a Hellion, a Houndmaster, a Plague Doctor, and a Vestal. And I picked slightly different skills on the Houndmaster, although we can always switch them around as we go. We might need some stress heals, so I did pick up his stress heal. It's not nearly as good as Jesters or even Crusaders, but we also need his damage and his ability to hit any spot with Hound's Rush. I also picked the Hellion for the same exact reason. We need the ability to hit any spot, any enemy. We also got a Plague Doctor, largely because blights can be pretty nasty in here. And obviously a healer. And since it's a very long dungeon, I picked up Ancestor's Tentacle Idol on the healer, because chances are we will hit 100 at some point. I'll try to avoid it, but there's a good chance that we will. So hopefully this will help us get a virtue. I'm not really counting on it happening, but it's just something that might help. Anyway, let's go then. So, we obviously need all the food that we can get. We definitely want anti-venom, 2 stacks preferably. And torches. And what else? Some medicinal herbs and bandages, maybe. Like this. We'll be short on something, there's just no avoiding that. But this looks reasonably fine. Alright, let's go! So, like I said, this is a very big dungeon. It will almost definitely take a while. Unless we get really lucky, which I wouldn't really count on. So, let's get started. We'll probably want to camp early, but we'll see how much stress damage we'll be taking. It will mostly depend on that. If we start taking a lot of stress, we will camp early. Alright, so let's go this way. I have a general idea of where our quest objective is. So we are heading in that direction. I don't know the exact room, but I know the general area. Anyway, first group. Let's maybe hit the polyps. They only got 25 health. That was almost enough. Okay. Well, let's finish off that one.
As the fiend
since we already got started.
hope blossoms.
Nice one. Okay, so incision. Only, oh no, 88% bleed resist. I was looking at the blight resist. Oh, okay, we didn't even hit it. Fine. Stand. I did actually pick up Wilbor's flag on the Plague Doctor, because there will be quite a lot of stuns in here. And the extra dodge is quite helpful too. Nice! 19 critical with Judgment. I wasn't really counting on that, but alright. Let's finish it off. There we go, exactly 19 damage.
Maintain the offensive.
And incision, just kill the polyp. Oh, it will get one more attack. We resisted. Might as well heal ourselves a little bit. We only need 14 damage here. Or 11 and bleed. No, we are 1 damage off. Alright, you tried. Really? You missed? I mean, we can probably just ignore it, because it will bleed out. Maybe we can get one more heal. Yup, we can. And I guess that's that.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
So, let's move on.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled.
Now, the biggest threat in this dungeon is a group that we should see pretty soon. Probably in one of the next rooms. Let's go this way. We'll keep our light level. Oh yeah, this one. So this is the biggest threat and the biggest annoyance of this dungeon. And mostly because this guy in the back can teleport the group to somewhere else in the dungeon, which is really annoying. We want to get rid of it quickly, and that's the reason why we needed skills that can actually hit it in the first place. Like this one. And Aaron's one. There we go, it's down. However, the big dude will resummon the white cell stock or whatever it was called. And it has 158 health. So this will take some time, unfortunately.
Precision and power.
And it can also do quite a lot of damage too. This is easily the most dangerous group in this dungeon and the most annoying one. And we will likely have to deal with quite a few of these. Oh, and yeah, also quite a lot of stress damage. Which is why we needed stress reduction, but not at the cost of DPS. You know what, let's just use dog treats, because why not? Only 13 damage. With the damage buff, okay. That was disappointing. Let's keep doing damage here. We could try to stun the big one with the Hellion, it might work. Okay. How about Plague Grenade? What's our base chance? 140. Yeah, let's try to land Plague. Now resisted on the big guy. Unfortunate, but okay. 8 damage per round blight, it's nasty. Still only 13 damage. Well, I could let it attack us, I don't really want to do that. But at the same time, I want to keep doing damage to the big guy. It feels like a waste using Aaron's one to do 4 damage. You know what, let's hit the big guy. Yeah, only 10 damage. Oh, it will heal itself. And buff with protection. I didn't remember that part. Well, I guess we should hit it. Here, have another blight. Resisted, unfortunately. That's not enough, is it? No, it's enough. Okay, good job. Yeah, 32 damage total, it's nasty. Let's try a stun. There, it landed, nice. And how about we get our Houndmaster off death's door? I don't want to take any risks.
The slow death. Unforeseen.
Alright, we need healing.
Unforgiving.
Let's use a group heal. That was rather weak. And Hound Rush? You know, I think I'm going to swap Cry Havoc for the Mark. Because there's still 25% protection that we have to deal with. So I'm not too happy about that. Nice, instant kill, that's exactly what we need. A one-shot. How about we use a damage buff for the Hellion? Try to maximize the damage. So, up to 21. Yeah, that's not very impressive. Let's remove the debuff. Yep, only 13 damage. That was very disappointing. Oh, it will heal itself too, alright. And a plus 25 damage buff. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Well then, we could try to stun it again. Probably a good idea. With the Houndmaster, perhaps. Although, well, it's the same exact chance to stun, except the Houndmaster will not debuff himself. And he doesn't have the dog treats buff anymore. We could try to land the bleed, only 68% resist, and we got 140 base. Let's try. No, resisted, damn it. You had one job. Well, incision. Please land the bleed. There we go. At least one bleed landed. I'll take it. So how about that stun? Yeah, won't be happening on this turn. Here's another white soul stock. Yeah, only 15 damage. Disappointing. We need more one-shots on the little guy. That makes such a huge difference. Oh, great, we didn't even hit it to begin with. That's better, but we had to waste 3 attacks. Please land more bleeds. Nice. Okay, that's helpful. I just want to not get teleported, basically. That's the most important part of this fight.
Can be healed, but never hidden.
Alright. We are getting close. Let's keep it up. 16. We need one more hit. Oh, come on, really? Oh, great. It will heal the big guy. Well, at least we didn't get teleported, so I suppose I'll take it. We could try Blight. Resisted, but the other one landed, and that's enough damage for a kill. Okay. Let's keep it up. Actually, I'm leaning towards Judgment here. It will still heal the Vestal a little bit. Come on. So now we can try to stun. Nice, it worked. Okay, we can ignore the stock because it will die. In fact, this is the best case scenario, where it's still occupying the spot but is guaranteed to die before performing any attacks. Oh, come on, seriously? What's with the misses? That's just annoying. Well, at least the bleed landed, but our Hellion is not doing a very good job. Let's see if we can kill it on this turn. And as tempting as Judgment is, we need a heal. Now it will summon another one. Well, alright. We need 31 more damage. Didn't miss this time around. Okay, good. That's a heal. That's fine. Better than teleport. I just don't want it to heal too much, you know? Yeah, it will continue to heal. Alright. That is pretty annoying, but at least it's not attacking us. There, that's enough for a kill. And it can't summon another one. 8 damage Blight. We could remove it, but I'd rather use anti-venom and focus on doing damage right now. Let's try to kill it before the next turn. I don't think we can.
This is how a life is taken.
Should we use dog treats? You know what, let's use dog treats. Yeah, that was disappointing. Great. We definitely want to be killing it on this turn. And summon again. Not what I wanted to see. We need a heal on the Vestal, so how about we use Judgment? 26% chance to hit. Decent enough. 11 more. Will it heal itself? No. Is that death's door? Yep, it is. Just don't die on me, you're not allowed to die. It's down. Mind you, we still have to kill the white cell stock. And I'll get my Vestal off death's door. If she died right now, that would be literally the end of the run already. Do a stun. I wouldn't want to get teleported now. That would be extremely unlucky. It wasn't a bad fight. This is pretty much the most dangerous group that we'll face.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Okay. And maybe we should consider camping. We can camp in the next room. We can handle one more fight if there's a fight in here. There isn't. Alright then. So... let's camp. And we'll reduce stress as priority.
An uneasy companionship.
Hold on, do we have any group stress reduction? I think we do. Yeah, this one. It will cost us a little bit of speed and accuracy. So it's probably not worth it in this situation, we won't get full benefit from it. Yeah, just use single target stress reduction. And maybe extra crit. And then what? Can we get some extra stats? We can, accuracy and dodge. Yeah, that sounds useful. Minus 20 stress on self. Yeah, sure, that's going to be 0. And that's that.
In Radiance,
so, let's move on.
Find victory.
Onwards. We are only just getting started. Keep our light level high. Alright, that looks like an easy group. Should we use stun? No, let's just do damage. They don't have any protection and not that much health. So we should be fine. One more hit should do it. Nice, a crit heal. And we actually needed it. There, one down. 2 more to go. So what should we kill first? Probably the Flesh Hound. It has slightly lower health. Oh yeah, that's a stun. And the Blight, I think? No, just stun. And we got stunned despite having plus 50% stun resist. Seriously? We got 130% stun resist on this guy. And yet we still got stunned. Okay. Fine.
Impressive.
It's not a big deal on this fight, but kind of annoying. One more heal before we finish. Okay, we dodged that one. Nice.
Well struck.
The bleed resisted. We could wait for one more heal, but I think I'd rather just kill it. Done.
Remind yourself that
okay, so let's swap Cry Havoc for something else. Like Target Whistle? That is still kind of useful. Alright, sure, we'll get that one. And I think we should actually backtrack and go this way. I'm not entirely sure. Right, let's just continue this way. Let's see what we can find. Oh, okay, another one of these. Well... you know what's first. Oh, great. A miss already. And that was with plus 10 accuracy, very disappointing. Like a grenade. Both resisted, that was a really bad start. Stun the big guy, because we weren't going to kill the white cell stock anyway. And heal ourselves. This place. Resisted, nice. Let's try this again. Yeah, only 12 damage. Very disappointing. Plague Grenade again? Yeah, sure, maybe it will stick. Yes, it did. Okay, good. So that's granted 18 damage. On the... I was going to say boss, but it's not really a boss. That nasty Blight again. Alright, so now... the big guy. And some healing. Would be nice to stun it now. Oh no. No summon yet. We could try to stun it. Remove that blight, because we'll hit death's door if we don't. Let's try to stun.
Decisive pummeling.
Nice, and we got a crit for some stress reduction too. Works for me. Try to land the bleed. It has fairly low bleed resist, only 68%. In fact, it's the lowest resist that it has. And more healing. Here comes another summon. That's to be expected, unfortunately. Well, Plague Grenade? We could go for a damage buff. It's also +7 speed, which is useful. Okay, let's go for a damage buff. That's +33% damage. And we still got +8% chance to crit. Should we hit the boss? Maybe we should debuff the boss. You know what? Let's debuff the boss. Well, not the boss. You know what I mean. It's big enough to call it a boss, okay? Huh. Tempting to hit it. Up to 31 damage and 25% chance to crit. Let's try. Okay, that was very disappointing. The only way that could have been more disappointing is if we missed outright. It was worth a try, I suppose. It will only be marked for one more turn. Or one more round in this case. Well, we should definitely hit the big guy again. 29 damage, that's better. I was quietly hoping for a crit right there. We still have a chance to kill it. Sort of. Well, not really. Actually, if the blight lands... No. Actually, yes, 2 damage. That's a kill. Good job. Remove that. And heal ourselves. Didn't want to risk a miss with judgment. Okay, nice, a dodge. This is going well. We could try a stun now. It didn't summon anything. And it doesn't have stun resist buff. Alright, let's try a stun. There we go, it landed. It will debuff us, but that's okay. Damage buff for the Houndmaster. Only 10 damage, seriously dude? Even the bleed didn't land. What was that supposed to be? That was disappointment, that's what it was. Yeah, still 52 health on that stupid thing. Alright. Well, you know what we have to do. 18. We could try Plague Grenade. Please land the blight. There we go, good. Decent. Should we hit it with Judgment to maximize our damage? Our health is mostly fine. We got 24% chance to hit. Let's go for Judgment. 7 damage. Yeah, that's decent enough. Anything is fine as long as we hit. Because missing means we don't get the heal from Judgment. It's down to 20 health only. And it's not summoning. I think we got this. We just need non-disappointing damage at this point. 11. And the bleed landed. We need literally 1 damage. There. We got it. Might as well remove the blight. Wait, I used the wrong skill. Whoops, my bad. Let's move on. That was a pretty good fight. We got quite a few more of these. Just so you get a rough idea what awaits us. Alright. Let's see, I think we need to go this way. I'm not entirely sure anymore. Let's check out this room over here. Okay, we'll check this room. We should probably consider camping soon. Again. Okay, oh, that's just a regular group. Okay. We'll kill it, that's fine. What should we do first? Hit the Flesh Hound. They only got 68% bleed resist. There's the bleed. Not quite enough for a kill just yet. Six damage per round blight. That should do it. So, one down. And we need some heals. Judgment should do it, as long as it lands. No, I don't want to risk a miss. Let's just do some regular healing.
Is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Still got that blight. And now we are stunned. Well, alright. Yeah, these things are pretty annoying. Let's kill the polyp next. It has the lowest health out of all of these enemies. Oh great, death's door.
Hold fast.
Well then, don't die on me, thanks. Just the stun. We resisted this time. Group heal. I think we'll be camping directly after this fight. Yep. Unfortunately, I can't hit the polyp. Just the Flesh Hound. It will have to do. We only need 8 more damage on the polyp. Anyone? There, good enough. Damage buff? It's really the only reasonable option we got from back here. We can't use Incision. Kill the Flesh Hound. That was 1 damage off. Seriously now? Alright. Stun on the Houndmaster. He resisted, good job. We are a little bit out of position, but at least our Hellion is still in the front. Let's finish this already. That might do it. No, bleed resisted. Yeah, it's going to stun the Hellion again. Alright, fine.
Terrible vistas of emptiness.
Let's get her off death's door, shall we? We could skip a turn to get some healing done. It's not a terrible idea. But honestly, I think I'd rather just kill it. Oh sure, now we get a crit, when we don't need it. Thanks.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
So I think we need to go in this direction. And we will be camping right here in this room, I think. So, camp.
A spark
And let's see.
is a goal without hope.
What can we do? We could do a little bit of healing. Heal 50% and plus 33% healing received for the next few battles. Yeah, that's pretty nice. We can do that. And reduce stress. Get extra chance to crit. And extra accuracy. And that's basically it.
As the light gains purchase,
Good enough.
spirits
Let's
are
move
lifted,
on.
and purpose is made
I'm not
clear.
sure where we need to go now. Well, let's just go anywhere. This way. Oh, hi. Right, Templar. There are Templars in here, but they don't use Revelation. So, it's fine. They are still a bit of a pain, but yeah, no Revelation, fortunately. Let's see, Incision, or should we get a damage buff? You know what, let's get a damage buff for the Houndmaster. What's his stun resist? We could try to stun him. No, resisted. 20 damage. He doesn't have any protection. And he missed, nice. Let's try to stun him with Blackjack. No, let's not waste our damage buff. If we want to stun him, we could try to stun him with the Hellion. But I don't think that's worth it either. We can buff our Hellion too. And maximize our damage instead. He's already down to 51. Torment. Okay. Group heal. Just kill it. There, done. We got a crit when we needed it. Onwards. 26 light. It's fine. Okay, wait. Is this the final room? I don't think so. Well, in any case, we need to kill these things. So, first things first. Kill the white cell stock. Judgment. We would have to do 11 damage with Judgment, which is a possibility. Let's give it a shot. We don't really need a heal right now. Only 7. Alright, you tried. Well, Plague Grenade might do it. As long as the Blight lands. Resisted. It landed on the boss. It's not using teleport, but it healed itself. Digestion. Okay, we resisted. Is that enough damage? Yes, that is actually enough damage. Nice going. That means the boss cannot use summon. Incision? I think so. There's no blight to remove. Like grenade doesn't really make any sense. Bleed resist is lower than blight resist, so incision. Nice one, it landed. Next up, we could use target whistle. I'm not entirely convinced that it's worth it, but we will remove all the protection, so let's do it. There. There's the debuff. And use our regular attack. Although the bleed has very high chance to land. No, I'd rather use regular attack. We got 25% chance to crit. 1 in a 4. No crit, but decent damage, I'll take it. But we're still very far away from done. There's the summon. Alright. This time we definitely need healing. So here you go. Only 10 damage. But some stress. Oh, and the debuff. We should probably remove that. And displace. We resisted. Nice one. Let's get a damage buff for the Houndmaster. 15. Oh, now we get a crit. Yeah, now I don't need it. Thanks for nothing. Yeah, that was a bit of a waste, because it will summon immediately. Oh well, you tried. It's still over 100 health. These are long fights. Yeah, now you don't get a crit. Okay, bro. Really? We missed? Great. Well, that's annoying. I think we'll be 1 damage off. Yep, literally 1 damage off. And it will heal itself. That's not too bad. But we still have to hit it 1 more time, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, group heal. Was that debuff? Minus 20% damage. Doesn't really matter. What's next? We need to kill it, I can't just ignore it. So. Heal up. Will it summon before we get a chance to attack it? Yeah, it will, I think. Damn it. I was hoping to maybe stun it. But no, that did not happen. Let's just use Incision. And Iron Swan. Yep, 8 health. We'll need one more hit, unfortunately. Okay, now, if we get a chance, we will try to stun the boss. To prevent it from summoning. Okay, let's stun it. Please land. Nice. It won't do a huge difference because it does get 2 actions. But it will help a little bit. Now Houndmaster, oh. It will get an action already. Well, maybe that wasn't worth it after all. I'm not entirely convinced that it was worth it. Plague Grenade. Nice, both landed. This is looking good. Yeah, the stock will heal the boss now. We still have to kill it. That's enough for a kill, nice. Let's maybe stick to doing damage. Nice! And the bleed landed too, perfect. That's 16 damage per round. Yeah, it will heal itself for 19, but we are getting close. Let's use Judgment here. We don't really need heals at the moment. We are getting so close. And we dodged too. That's 13 damage on the next turn. We only need 10 damage. Seriously? Yeah, now we need 1 damage. There we go. It's dead. Good job. Now we can heal ourselves up a little bit. Nice. Okay, then oh, this is the Locust Beacon. Okay. I wasn't sure whether this is the final room or not. Well, we are already done. That was way faster than I thought it will be. Then again, we didn't get teleported even once. So that certainly helped a lot. Very happy about this run. That was way smoother than I ever thought it will be. This is easily the most tedious Darkest Dungeon level. Alright then. So the only thing left is the final boss now. Antiquarians. Yeah, we don't really need them. They are level 0 too, so no thanks. Well, so now we could do the final boss if we want to. We'll see. Honestly, I don't really want to wait for yet another round of invitations to the courtyard. That will take a while. One way or the other, that's the end of this episode, so I hope you enjoyed it, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.